Dungeons and Dickheads.
Greetings, fair travelers. Welcome to Dungeons and Dickheads, a game of swords and sorcery. Allow me to transport you to a fantasy world where the modern and medieval merge. Behold, the kingdom of Fable-delphia.
Good pun.
Thank you. A 21st century city populated by goblins, orks, dragons, and druids. You may recognize some of the names and places, but this is a strange land, and anything you can imagine might exist, depending on the roll of a dice.
It's legally distinct.
I am Jupiter John, master of games and neutral arbiter of fate. Allow me to introduce our players.
I'm Brian Bierman, a.k.a. Cornhole, the barbarian goblin.
Tell us a little bit about the barbarian goblin.
He's from the Northeast. He's really good at beanbag, bago, cornhole. And I'm going to do an accent, and hopefully it doesn't get old real quick.
Do we all have to do voices?
No.
I wasn't ready to do a voice. But if
I only
you guys
have
are both
one
doing
voice,
voices.
so.
I wear this costume, and it's
I think that's really great commitment. You don't have to do a voice.
okay. Tis I, Tony Trove.
You did it anyway.
Wait, we're recording video?
Huh?
Tis I, Tony Trove, playing as Tozone, the Elfian PPA officer. I reign as lawful good and raised by centaurs and once seduced by an incubus.
Wow.
We can see ourselves, and I
Wasn't ready for that, huh? Wasn't ready for that one.
Aren't you hot in that?
I'm actually quite comfortable right now. We'll see how it goes.
He wears that at home.
It's a lot of polyester and fur. It is a lot of...
I'm Sean Dooley. I'm playing Father Heaven Lee. I'm a warlock. I also sell pretzels down by the stadium.
You don't wash your hands.
Don't wash my hands. You get a discount if you pay cash.
Like that famous NBC 10 news thing. If you've ever watched the cartoons, Sean did all the animation for it. And now I'm the fourth most attractive person on the show.
I think the horns are really working for you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are our playable characters. Father Heaven Lee, Tozone, and Cornhole. Chapter 1. Our heroes find themselves imprisoned for various reasons by Krasner the Accuser. And they are sentenced to trial by combat in Veterans Coliseum. You each find yourselves in the bowels of the arena, waiting to die in gladiatorial combat. Tozone, you still can't believe you, a lawman, are here condemned to be a prisoner.
I put you people in parking tickets.
Boot
I don't.
this man. Boot him.
Boo.
Father Heaven Lee, you're not worried because you know Chauncey the Rat God will save you. He would never abandon you. And Cornhole is angry about his situation, but he doesn't realize how serious it is.
He's stupid. I should say, you guys have more D&D experience, Dungeons and Dickheads experience than I do. So this is
Legally speaking.
yeah. So,
I disagree. I think you're a pretty big dickhead.
not dungeons.
You're not a bad dungeon either.
I don't know about dungeons.
So obviously, as you acquaint yourselves with one another and your skill set, you are interrupted by guards, red-headed dwarves dressed in Philly's ushers uniforms with spiky hats. Move it along, move it along. Quiet, quiet. It's time. Follow me, follow me. And they usher you together. They herd you together as they lead you up the gangplank and out onto the field through the bullpen.
Can I do a perception check on these two?
Yeah. You want to roll?
4.
+1.
Yeah.
You know that they're speaking English. They're speaking common. But you can't quite make out what they're saying because they mumble so much. They have hoagie mouth.
Hoagie mouth.
Delco accents.
The dwarf usher leads you into the gladiatorial pit. You exit through the bullpen tunnel and into the outfield of Veterans Coliseum. The sun is so bright it takes a moment for your eyes to adjust. The crowds in the stands are packed all the way to the 700 level. That's good. Thank you, Jeremy. The guards return your weapons to you. Bierman, you get your stop sign axe.
Yes, it was pulled from Frankfurt and Rouen.
It was taken from you when you were arrested. Now it's being returned to you so you can have it for your trial. Tozone, your flaming parking tickets and taser nightstick have been returned to you. Father Heavenly, your beach umbrella, your rusted beach umbrella that once sat atop your pretzel cart, your food cart that you pushed outside of the stadiums, has been returned to you so that you can use it as a parasol or for defensive purposes.
He used to make money off this. Now he's in the stadium.
Pretzels.
You feel very at home here, and a voice echoes from behind home plate. Krasner the Accuser, wearing a yellow and blue papal hat and satin robes, shouts out to the crowds. Order! Order in the court! The docket is full, so let's get moving. Krasner introduces the combatants to the crowd. He kind of gets your names wrong. He's not quite sure who these people are. They're a dime a dozen to him. So
Krasner would never put us up in trial, by the way.
you think you would get away with it?
Definitely.
For the record, your crimes were you were accused of double parking, even though you
I
Oh
would
my
never.
God. Oh
I would
my God.
never.
even though you're a PPA agent.
Unbelievable.
Hypocrisy.
And Bierman, you're
Cornhole.
and Cornhole, your mother turns you in to the slave pits because you wouldn't move out.
Fucking my mom.
And Father Heavenly, you were arrested for squeezing all of the bread in Acme.
And he don't wash his hands.
In accordance with the law, Krasner continues, which I care about very much, the defendants have an opportunity to prove their innocence at trial by combat.
Oh, what?
Oh, against each other?
All rise for the Honorable Mighty Schmidt. You hear him before you say it.
No, the mustache of the main line.
Standing 7 foot tall, his shoe soles spiked. He carries a bat enchanted with maroon fire, and he wears a green pelt of a giant bird that provides him with magical protection. It's Mighty Schmidt. You see him come out of the dugout, and he points his bat at you. How do you plead? Everybody roll for initiative. Yeah.
So 12.
14 plus 4, so I have
There it
18.
Got one.
A oneser.
So that means Cornhole has the initiative, followed by Tozone, and Father Heavenly is looking like he might take a nap. He sits down in the grass, in the AstroTurf of Veterans Coliseum, and he starts picking at the grass.
He's old.
throwing it up in the air.
He's winded.
Pretzels.
He smokes a lot.
So that means we're going to roll initiative for Mighty Schmidt. Okay, Cornhole, you're up.
Thank you. I want to hit him with my stop sign axe.
Okay.
Because first of all, I had his poster in my room growing up, so this pisses me off, and it hurts me more than it hurts him. But hopefully, it hurts him more than it'll hurt me. So what do I throw? A 20?
You roll your D20 to attack.
All right, I'm trying to kick this motherfucker's ass. 15,
That's a hit.
right in the foot.
So now you roll 3D10.
Boom. 6, 10, so I have an 18.
18 damage to old Mighty Schmidt. So you take your great axe that is actually a stop sign ripped up from the ground, and you swing it down on Mighty Schmidt. And Mighty Schmidt puts up his arm to brace, but the stop sign gets lodged in his forearm, and he lets out a mighty wail. Before you pull it out and move to flanking position.
That's gory.
This ain't no game.
Oh, you're right.
This is really me, and this is really you. Up next is Tozone. You have the initiative.
Come on, Tozone.
4.
That is a miss. Oh, your flaming parking tickets go over his head and to the side. He dodges. Shoo, 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 like Muhammad Ali.
He's
Shoo, shoo,
fast.
shoo.
He knows someone in City Hall got him, and I'm out of a ticket.
Well, now he's got you in his sights,
No.
and he's coming after you now. So he lifts his maroon flaming bat above his head. He heads towards you, and he misses. You dodge out of the way.
Whoa.
It's a front slide into second base.
Wow.
Next up is Father Heavenly, seated peacefully in the left field.
I am going to use my magic attack,
Oh, nice.
which is my unwashed hands of 1,000 tailgates.
Oh.
A blast of that smell.
That's disgusting.
It's a 7.
It's a 7. Let's say +5 to hit.
Yep.
So 12.
You hit.
I hit. Okay.
Roll your
10.
D10.
Goose egg.
It's that a 10?
It's a 10.
Oh, it's a 10, not a 0.
So 10, 13.
Cool. So 13 damage on Mighty Schmidt. He is focused on Toe Zone, and he catches a whiff of something awful from behind him coming downwind, and he turns into it, and it just gets all up in his nose, and he opens his mouth to scream, and it gets in his mouth, and he gags
Ew.
and falls to his knees.
Wow.
All right.
Good job.
Hell yeah.
Good job, Father.
Cornhole, you're up.
Can I use something different now?
Yeah.
I want to use my beanbags full of eyeballs.
Okay, so that's a ranged attack.
Okay.
20!
20
Whoa.
critical success. Oh man, you don't need to add anything to your
Boom.
modifier.
Boom.
Roll your 3d12. Roll your 3d12s.
3 of them?
Yep.
All right. What's that? Oh, 4. 10, 18 altogether.
Oh man, big hit. So while Mighty Schmidt is down on the ground, he catches 4 beanbag blasts right to the side of the noggin, doof, 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 and he's not even wearing a helmet.
Oh, that was stupid on his part.
Didn't used to be regulation in his day.
Only for pussies.
Toe Zone, you are up.
Yeah, there's an 18,
Nice.
21, and I guess I'd like to do the Taser Nightstick.
Oh.
So that connects. Toe Zone, why don't you roll your damage for the Taser Nightstick, which is 3d10 plus 5.
Big money.
No whammies.
No whammies. Let's see, a 3, a 3, and a 9.
So Toe Zone removes his electric taser from its sheath, and he runs up on Mighty Schmidt. And while he's still dazed and confused, seeing little green birds flying around his head, Toe Zone stabs him in the gut, stabs him in the neck, and then as he's falling, he stabs him in the back of the head one more time.
Damn.
As his smoking body falls to the astroturf, our heroes stand victorious.
We won?
You beat him.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And he smells delicious, too. Well, to me, because I'm a goblin, so.
Take a bite.
Can I take a bite?
I guess, yeah, roll dexterity. You just roll a d20 and you can add your dexterity.
So I add 2.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 9, so I have 11.
So you walk up on
It's a little bite.
Mighty Schmidt's passed out body, and his arm, which is bleeding from the axe wound, your stop sign axe wound that you gave him earlier, is dribbling a little, and you give it a little like, you give it a little gnaw, but he twitches. He's still alive. He's prone, but he's still alive.
I thought he was dead.
Oh no, he's still going. You raise your mighty axe to take a final swing to kill him off. From all the way up in the luxury boxes, you hear, "Yo, Holmes!"
Oh, no.
A voice cuts through the crowd. Everyone goes silent as the fresh Princess Grace, benevolent leader of the realm, speaks. She's wearing a neon 5-panel hat, 80s biker shorts, and LA Gear sneakers that light up. Many people say she's the most beautiful woman in the whole world.
Wow.
I agree.
Princess Grace speaks. I'm going to do it in a girl voice. By the power granted to me as the first princess of Fable-delphia, I declare that the spirit of these warriors is indeed rare. They have earned their lives. And the crowd erupts with applause. The dwarf ushers escort you back through the dugout to a private elevator. The crowd goes wild. They know your names. How do they know your names?
Wow.
In the program? I don't know.
Toe Zone, Father Heavenly, we love you. They're throwing their cloaks. They're throwing their bonnets.
They're close.
Bonnets.
I throw pretzels back at everyone that throws anything at us.
Oh, here come the pretzels.
Here comes the
So you're led back through the underbelly of the arena, and you go up to the luxury boxes, the real hoity-toity section of Veterans Coliseum.
They eat like this with their pinkies up.
When you step off the elevator, Krasner the Accuser is waiting there for you, and he looks none too pleased.
I don't
He's
like this
disappointed.
guy.
He's disappointed that you made it. There's something about his frown. He really was looking forward to some bloodshed today, and you denied him. Regardless of that, he has a job to do, so he leads you down to the princess's luxury box. As you pass the threshold into the luxury box, you really sense the luxury. Top 5 food spread and an a cappella band crooning over a flaming barrel. Fresh Princess Grace approaches you. Welcome, brave champions. Please indulge yourself. Take all you can eat all you can take.
It's like the Chinese buffet.
It is. In fact, it is a spread from Ruby's Chinese food buffet
But back in the day when it was good.
when it was really good.
When it
It's
was-
still
when it was
good.
something.
Crab legs as far as the eye
Oh
can see.
man, they only had those on Sundays. First of all, can I roll and see if they're Boys to Men? Is the acapella group Boys to Goblins?
You can, in fact, roll to see if that's the case.
20,
Roll a d20.
18.
It is. Oh, so it's a total of 18.
Yes.
It's not Boys to Goblins, but they look close enough that you insist that it is Boys to
Okay.
Goblins, and you approach them immediately and ask for their autograph.
Oh, do they give it to me?
Roll a charisma check.
So which one's that?
D20 again.
Nah,
You
it's
missed.
20 though. It's a 20.
He missed.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
It's a dirty 20.
It is a 20, but he missed. It's a 2.
This is bullshit.
The lead singer of the not Boys to Goblins group draws an X on your forehead in magic marker, and you are elated.
I'll take
That doesn't
that.
sound good to me.
I'll take it.
I got some soft serve and a crab cone.
In fact, you may.
Okay.
Krasner gives you a little side eye. He's never seen anything like that, but you really seem to be enjoying it.
He still smells, right?
He does, but unless his hands are up and
Oh,
out and he's
okay.
projecting it, then it's like tolerable.
Can I get the muscles?
Yeah, you go in for the muscles. Roll a dexterity check.
15 plus 3, 18.
Those muscles go down smooth.
Oh,
Wow.
You will
yeah.
suffer no ill effects from that seafood,
Oh,
Wow.
man. I'm
despite
gonna-
the fact that it's been left out all day.
I don't care. I don't care. It's good.
You're like, wrap it up.
Can I make a deception check and see if I can sell some pretzels to Krasny?
Yes.
All right. Is that 12?
17.
17. 17 plus 5.
Oh man.
22.
Despite all of the magnificent food that's here, Krasner really finds himself hankering for a dirty pretzel
They are pretzels.
covered in too much salt. I will take one. Give me one.
3 for $1, but 20 gets you mustard.
That's a hard bargain. Sold.
I give him the pretzels,
Nice.
and I just pull some mustard, not in a pack, just some loose mustard out of my pocket and drip it on him.
Roll a charisma check.
17 again.
17 again. 20.
He shakes your hand greedily and licks his fingers.
Oh man.
He said, have a nice day, sir. And he actually flips you an extra gold coin.
Wow.
Gold token. as we
Wow.
call them.
I
Gold
catch it, and
token.
it's covered in mustard. I take
Bite
a little,
it,
take a little
bite
bite
it.
out of it, kind of dry heave
Like
at the mix
Underdog.
of mustard and metal in my mouth.
So the Fresh Princess Grace, after she's seen that you guys have helped yourselves to some hors d'oeuvres, approaches you. Please gather round, gather round. I didn't invite you up here for no reason. The kingdom is in need of your unique talents. I've got a problem that threatens all of my subjects. There is a sorcerer, Toynbee Blackcaw, an insane hoarder who lives beyond the Misty Mount Fair. Toynbee is politically connected, so I can't legally act. He's cousins with Rondana Tucci.
You said you were going to do the voices. And
Voice is hot.
But that's where you lowlives come in. I mean, heroes.
Yeah.
Kill this sorcerer, and I will reward you with fortunes and titles. You'll live out the rest of your lives in opulent contentment. What say you? At this point, you guys can talk amongst yourselves about it.
What do you think?
What does opulent mean?
Yeah, what does opulent mean?
you should hit on the princess.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I hit on the princess?
You can. You should roll a charisma check.
So I throw a 20,
A d20.
and that's a 1, but I have a -1 charisma. So that's a 0.
You approach the Fresh Princess Grace.
I'm like, hey, let me holler. Yo, girl, you got a cigarette?
She is
That's my pickup line.
mortified. As you're talking to her, your Eagle starter jacket actually falls off and leaves you naked like a goblin on the day he was born in front of this luxury box full of prestigious noblemen.
So I embarrass myself. Am I cornhole or am I me? You know, Princess, this Eagle starter jacket was once touched by Ray Rhodes. So,
Lovely. You should put it back on.
yeah, I put it back on and I embarrass myself.
Gotta try and sell
Like pickle
cornhole
juice.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So,
can try
like-
and sell cornhole, Lucy.
All right, what do I
It's
got?
another charisma check.
Charisma. All right.
17.
17.
Yeah, cornhole really wants that cigarette.
All right.
Cornhole really wants that cigarette.
yeah, I need it.
You want mustard with that?
Yes,
You get a mustard-covered cigarette.
I need it though. It's been an hour.
So the first Princess Grace, watching you smoke mustard-covered cigarettes, eat more than your fair share of clams, and sell her accuser 3 pretzels far above market value, is losing her patience, and she wants you to come to a decision.
All right, I think we should do this because we would get more muscles in the future.
Is that what she's promising us? Muscles?
I think so.
Is that what opulent means?
The princess looks over your CV sheets and she says, Tozone, I promise to clear your name so that you can return to work in another district.
Wow.
I do have a passion for giving people tickets.
Cornhole, I will make you a nobleman so that you can return to the Northeast and rule over those lesser than you.
Yo, that's a good deal, cause.
Father Heavenly, I will make you the official Pope of Rats.
Whoa.
Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad. Let's
All right.
let's go, guys.
All
Let's
right.
go, gang.
The Fresh Princess Grace dismisses you, and you are sent into the city to meet her spies at the Yunk Pass, a seedy thoroughfare bustling with black market commerce, a wretched hive of scum and villainy. So, I guess that's where we'll leave it off this week. Join us for the next episode, where
Then
we will pick up with our heroes in the midst of their journey.
I want to keep going.
That's a cliffhanger. That's what we call a cliffhanger
Yeah,
in the
that's
business.
true.
See you next week.
On Dungeons and Dickheads.